Hey guys, so today I am gonna be, just wanted to take y'all along with me. I'm gonna be moving some wood from under the finished wood conveyor over there over into our customer pickup bin. I'm wanting to get this thing finished up. We've got just a little bit of concrete left right here to cover, and I want to go ahead and continue these baskets that I have right here, continue this out to the edge of the concrete, as well as this line that I have right over here under the conveyor, continue that and meet them up right here in the corner. But first I've got to run a little bit more wood up right here, and then I'm just going to put these baskets here too high and then pump the wood over the baskets with the conveyor to kind of fill in this area right in here. So I'm going to be working on that today myself. Usually I have help doing things like this while I'm running the processor or something like that, or doing fixing equipment, doing whatever else I've got to do around here at the shop, loading out customers, doing deliveries, all kinds of things like that. But today everyone else is out on landscape jobs, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this knocked out myself. I'm trying to move this entire pile that we have right over here, some of which I'll be throwing out by hand to help clean the core of the pile. I've already got one dump trailer loaded out from the core of the pile here. You can see kind of the debris. I hope you can see this, but you can see kind of the debris that's left. When you make a big pile like this, even if it goes through a cleaner like a disc cleaner, you still get some debris in it, and that's why I like to clean this out as best I can before it goes into that customer pickup pile, because we found if we keep that wood clean of that debris, it helps it dry better and not mold and that kind of thing, especially when you put it in larger piles. When it's in the baskets, IBC cages, we'll never have an issue like that because there's just so much airflow. You don't have to worry about it. You can put it in there and it can have a little bit of debris in there, and then that'll be sorted out prior to delivery. So what I'll do is I'll get the core of this pile. I've got one trailer load loaded already with some of the dirtier stuff or trashier stuff, and then we'll get probably just one more trailer load right here out of the core, right in here, and then the rest of this I can bucket over there with a skid steer and not have to handle it by hand. So, but I'll show you the trailer that I've got loaded up right here, and I'll be just pulling that over there to that conveyor that I was just at earlier in the video and just tossing that on the conveyor. It goes pretty quick. I know this isn't the most efficient thing. I could re-clean it with our grizzly bars or something and bucket it over there, but I'd have to move a conveyor over there that I could bucket into, and I mean, it's just kind of a hassle regardless how we do it. If I had another hopper conveyor that I could have dedicated just over there, then that would be something that we might could do. And in the future, who knows what we'll do. That could be something we look into doing, and just to save us from having to do this. So, but for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this again. But this is the trailer that I've got loaded up, and I think one more just like that will be enough to get the stuff that has the majority of the debris in it moved over there. So, but I did over the weekend as well. Today's Monday. I did get another load of logs, and if you guys had seen previous videos, I really wanted to, another reason I'm trying to get rid of this pile that's over there, I'm wanting to do a test run of a tractor trailer load. This is just a single tractor trailer load right here. So I'm not sure what it weighs yet, but that'll be in another video. I'll get the weigh ticket from my supplier so I know what it weighs. And this load, it's all oak, so that's great. I'll be able to run the entire load. It looks like pretty good diameter stuff. There's not anything that's too big in here, and I'm getting to where I think I have just about enough IBC cages to crate this whole thing up, because what I want to do is I want to see, based on the tonnage, how many IBC totes we end up filling. But I'm gonna get you guys set up so y'all can watch what I'm doing as far as cleaning the debris out of this wood, throwing it up this conveyor. I like non-desirable piece, we'll separate that as well. We just try to make a good end product, good quality product. So that's what I'll be doing. All right, guys, I just want to take a minute to show you that what we're doing is definitely helpful. I just want to show you kind of what's in here just after probably 5 or 10 minutes, probably only about 5 minutes of cleaning this trailer out. And you can see what's left. I mean, there's always going to be stuff like this. When you're putting it through a 16-way wedge, you're always going to have stuff. And then this is just a kind of a punky piece, but I mean, always just debris like this. And then you got a lot of the fine debris too, that you can't even really tell is here, and that's the stuff that really, sticks on the wood and creates all that mold. And once everything gets rained on and has moisture on it. But if you can get the wood nice and clean, just like a clean stick like this, and keep it in a pile just as clean as that, or as clean as you can, the better off you are, especially when you're putting it into a pile of this size. It is nice to have it on a concrete slab, and this concrete slab has an absolute ton of fall from back to front, so that no moisture is sitting underneath this wood, and that certainly helps as well. We like to keep it as clean as we can so that it dries as well as it can in a pile like this. So I'm gonna keep going at it, but I just wanted to show you guys a little quick update. All right, guys, that's one trailer down. As you can see, it just leaves a really nice product, really clean. And I mean, the objective is we're also trying to get it stacked real high. So I mean, I could come over here and bucket all this over here with a skid steer and leave the debris in it, and only pile it. That's as high as my skid steer can pile, pretty much. Might be 8 foot or so, maybe a little higher than 8 foot. I think I could get a little bit higher than that, a little bit right there. But I do that sometimes, like when we're in here, I'll pile like a shelf with the skid steer with the outskirts of the pile, and then come in and clean a little bit or resplit a little bit on top of it. And this bin is big. You can't really see it right here. There's a lot of wood. It goes back that way a good ways, goes back that way a good ways. So it takes a lot of wood to fill this thing, and so that's what we do just throughout the year. We'll bring wood over here multiple ways, but I just wanted to show you guys how the trailer looks. So this is just, it's a 7x14 dump trailer, with about 4 foot sides on it. You guys saw how it was loaded. And this is the debris that's left after just one dump trailer load. So, and then this stuff we just take to the burn pile and scrape out, and then I'll go ahead and reload it. I'm going to try to get both of these done today, and then the rest of the wood, what I'll do after I do that, since I'm right here at the end, I'll get one more pumped up here. I'll probably move the conveyor over into this little gap right here, fill this little area, and then I'm going to get more crates and make this corner out, and then I'll just bucket wood over those crates until that pile over there is finished up, and then I think this area will be pretty well filled up at that point. We'll of course be able to conveyor a little bit of wood over the crates too. So I'm just trying to get as much wood over here as I can, but I'm also just trying to clear that slab off over there, so then I can run this load of oak and crate it into crates and make that just to see how many crates we get out of a tractor trailer load. That'll be interesting for for myself to know, beneficial for us and as well as for you guys, I think. So yeah, I think that's gonna pretty much wrap this one up. I think y'all know what I'm gonna be doing here on the next one. So I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.